I'm so glad that you guys have hit the play button, that you are joining us here today live here on YouTube. This is our Extra Tuesday episode, and today we're going to be doing something interesting. I was challenged by my good friend Josh over at a wonderful place called Victims and Villains Podast, which, if you're not familiar with Victims and Villains, I want to encourage you guys to check Victims and Villains out. That is a suicide prevention podcast, and he challenged me to the 10 question challenge, and so we're going to be doing that here in a second. Before I get into it, just a couple of quick announcements I want to give you guys. First off, don't forget tonight on our Facebook page, it's only on Facebook, we will have a live Bible study. I'm going to be leading it. We'll be doing John chapter 14, I believe. I got to double check my numbers, but we're doing a live Bible study tonight on Facebook at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're also, just so you guys know, I'm going to grab my cup of coffee here. We have a couple things in the works coming up down the road for Geek Devotions, one of which is on our Facebook page. Let me see if I can pull it up here for you real quick. We have a Facebook group called The Devoted Geek Life. Yeah, here we go. Let's pull this up so you guys can see. It's called The Devoted Geek Life, and it's a place for geeks to come hang out and do geek life together. Oh, wrong screen. Sorry, guys. There we go. But it's a place for geeks to come together and do some stuff. And we will be doing some stuff specifically just for the Devoted Geek Life here on Facebook. And you see, we have a great community of folks. Got people who post up some comics. Got people posting up some encouragement here and there. And it's a way for you guys to have input also into our show and what we do here at Geek Devotions. There's tacos, by the way, and a taco source. My man Francisco posted that sucker up, and that made my day that day. I'm not going to lie. But anyways, but we will be doing that pretty soon. And the reasoning behind this is just to build a community, guys, and to be a place for people to hang out and have fun and be respectful and loving and honoring of each other. So that's what we got coming up down the pipeline for you guys. But all that being said, with the Devoted Geek Life, we're going to be doing a competition. Celeste and I don't have all the information quite yet together. We'll be announcing it pretty soon. But we're going to be doing kind of like a Iron Chef Devoted Geek Life edition. And so basically what happens, if you want to be part of this, you need to be part of our group. Look for the Devoted Geek Life. But we're going to be doing a competition where we will announce a specific ingredient. It'd be like chicken or beef or turkey or something like that. And then we're going to give you guys a couple weeks to create something using that. And we're going to judge who's the best devoted geek who's come up with something creative. Probably bonus points for it being geeky looking. So that's what we got going on. All right, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Coffee's good. So that's coming down the pipeline also. So all that being said, let's get into these questions that my man Josh has dropped on me. He tagged me on Facebook this morning. And so, which I'm appreciative because I was trying to figure out what we're going to do today for Extra Tuesday. So this works well. So the first question we have, I'm looking this way because that's where my questions are. The first question we have for today is, if you could name your child after any video game or movie character, who would it be? Okay, so I've thought about this. I've contemplated this for a minute. I have a fantastic answer for you guys. Keyblade Xmas, what's going on, man? Iron Geek. Yeah, Iron Geek. That's a great one, man. I like that. All right, so the person that I would choose, and you guys get ready for this because you all know who this character is if you are super geeky, if you've been involved in anime for any point in time, and if you know me, this is the man. This is the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please introduce you to Gohan? That's right, the son of Goku, the most powerful Saiyan. Kind of Saiyan. He's only quarter Saiyan, really, but somehow he still beats everyone else out, unless you're talking about Dragon Ball GT, and then we try not to talk about Dragon Ball GT very often. So Gohan is my answer for that one, and for obvious reasons. He's amazing, right? I mean, he's just one of the coolest characters ever to come out of the Dragon Ball universe, and so he was who I would name my son after. Honestly, I don't have an answer for our daughter. I just realized that. I'm not really sure who I would name my daughter after if I had to name her after an anime character. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about that one later. I'll try to leave another one. I'll leave a comment in the notes or something like that with the female answer. So the second thing is this: favorite childhood food. Childhood food. All right, so I actually had to think about this for a minute because I wasn't really sure about this. I wasn't sure what would constitute as a childhood food. And then actually, just so you guys know, I received some inspiration from my good friend, my buddy, in the Lord, Josh, the guy who tagged me in this. And so my answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Dunkaroos. If you're not familiar with Dunkaroos, you are missing out, and you will forever miss out because they are no longer in existence. They're a little cookie thing, and you dipped into this little stuff right here. Look at that. Oh, that looks so yummy. Oh, I don't know what those sprinkles were. It's probably something illegal nowadays, but it was so good, guys. I'm just telling you. Somebody do me a favor, leave a comment down below, and give us some thumbs ups on this video if you are a fan of Dunkaroos, okay? Dunkaroos are the bomb, diggity do, right? So right now people are listening to this and they're going, what the heck is happening, Dallas? Are you okay? Are you having a stroke? No, I'm not having a stroke. It's just I'm excited about Dunkaroos, all right? Keyblade Xmas says, Goku is full Saiyan, Chi-Chi is full human, and Gohan was quarter Saiyan. Oh, that's right, true. Why do I think he was only quarter Saiyan? That's weird. He's oh well. My math, I don't math today. It's early. I'm not done drinking my coffee, all right? Thank you for calling me out on that, though. Anyways, still, he's half Saiyan, so he's the most powerful. I'm not sure how that happens. All right, so our next one is simply this. Which childhood book of yours still holds up to this day? Which childhood book still holds up to this day? And this one kind of holds up. This is probably more of a nostalgic thing, but growing up, one of my favorite books to read as a kid was the Magic School Bus series, guys. If you read these books, you know how amazing they were. People would fight over these books at the book fair every year when I was in elementary school. These suckers were awesome, great information. They were fun to read, interesting illustrations, a lot of fun. I will recommend this to any parent today saying, hey, look, you need to get your kids some of these things right here because they were just a lot of fun. And the TV series was okay. I know that they recently started they're starting a new version of a Magic School Bus. It's going to be like her sister or her niece or something taking over the school bus. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But those were always a cool set of books to read growing up as a kid. All right, so next question we have here for you guys is question number 4. And Simpsons, Rick and Morty, or Family Guy? Okay, so this is an interesting question because I don't watch any of these. So I'm familiar with all of them. Everyone was talking about Rick and Morty, and I checked it out, and it just wasn't something for me. It's interesting. I think it has some great elements to it that could be expounded upon, but some of the humor of it just isn't my style. I've seen Family Guy. I had a roommate in college who was obsessed with Family Guy, and so I think I've seen every episode up to a certain point of Family Guy. So what's my answer? Well, I'm going with my nostalgic answer, which is The Simpsons, because that's what I grew up on, guys. It really was. The earlier seasons were quite interesting. I appreciate the evolution of the art style, because if you go back and you check out the stuff from the 80s, like, hold on a second, let me bring it up. Simpsons, 1980s. If you bring up the art style from back then compared to now, like, I can't make this up. Look at this. Oh, this is great. This is super small. You can't see that. Hold on one second. Oh, right. I mean, it's just something else. Okay. This one's a little bit of a picture. Yeah, that's not bad. You can see, like, there's the difference between the two art styles. I appreciate the evolution of it. And so that's a pretty cool thing, I think. All right. So that was question number 4, I think. All right. Yes. Question number 5 on the 10-question challenge is simply this. What actor would best narrate a movie of your life? And so this guys... I had the answer. It's a great answer. I think it's the greatest answer of all time. It's not Morgan Freeman, as many people would think on the front end. Morgan Freeman, while he was great, and I would love for him to narrate my life, is not Morgan Freeman, but rather it's someone else. The legend of legends. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Michael Caine. Michael Caine is a quite interesting actor, and I really like him. I used to do his accent. I tried to do his accent. I'm not very good at it sometimes, but sometimes I can pull it off. But look, this guy is cool, all right? I mean, he's like, look at this. Man, he's distinguished. He's like, I am Michael Caine, right? And then, like, all of a sudden you're like, I got a shotgun Michael Caine. I got a shotgun Michael Caine to narrate my life because this man looks like a beast, all right? Nobody's going to tell him no. Nobody's going to argue with him about the facts of my life. He's going to say this is what it was, and then everyone's going to be like, yes, Michael Caine, you're absolutely correct. Michael Caine is the man. Keyblade Xmas says, Morgan Freeman, always Morgan Freeman. I can't argue with that. Morgan Freeman's a great one. But come on, man. Michael Caine. Shotgun Michael Caine. All right. Somebody make that a hashtag out there. Hashtag Michael Caine. Or Shotgun Michael Caine. All right. So next question. Number 6. What horror-related character do you relate to the most? Okay, so this is another difficult one for me. I don't really watch a lot of horror flicks. It's not my thing. But I was thinking about it. I was trying to figure out what would be best. And coffee. So I went back, dig deep into my comic book roots. I dig deep into my movie roots. And this is what I came out with. Now, please don't judge me by the movie, okay, ladies and gentlemen? But, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to Blade. Right there on the left side, you see the comic book version of him, and then you see the movie version of him. And so you go, Dallas, why Blade? Well, all right, what's going on here, man? How do you relate to Blade? Are you a sword wielding vampire killer? No, I'm not. But this is the interesting thing about Blade. Blade is a man who was born. He's like basically half vampire, half human, and within that grouping, he has this stuff that's inside of him, and he has this bloodlust inside of him, and he has this thing in him that he tries to fight this nature that's inside of him that is wrong, that is evil, and he's fighting against it and actively fighting against the forces that propagate that nature. And so I appreciate that as someone who, we all have a sin nature to us, and it's something that we fight and we argue against and we try to resist. And if not for the blood of Christ, we could not, fight against it any type of way. And so that's why I kind of relate to Blade, because there is a sin nature inside of me and inside of each one of us, and we are in this eternal fight against it to do what is right, to be what is good. Now, I'm not saying that you guys should go out and watch the movies. I'm not suggesting that at all. But what I am saying is that's the horror genre character that I relate to the most at the moment. So that's a thing. That didn't do what I needed to do. All right, so now this question. This is an interesting question. Number 7: rainbows or unicorns? And I say, why pick? Why pick rainbows and unicorns? I think this is a travesty. And I say, ladies and gentlemen, pink, fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. If you hung out with me, if you know my peoples, if you know the students that I have in my student ministry that I got to serve in, if you are one of the students who were in my student ministry or in the kids' church when I was a kids' pastor, you know exactly what pink, fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows is all about. Am I right? Come on, guys. Amen. All right, so what is the next question of the day? Good answer, says Master Xmas. Thanks so much, man. I'm assuming you're talking about the Blade question. Because, yeah. All right, so there seems to be a pretty good delay here. I'm getting notifications saying that my streaming is not the healthiest at the moment, so I apologize if this is low quality and the delay is super, super bad. So I'll apologize for that, guys. I am getting reports saying there's 4 people watching, so that's pretty nifty. Hey, let me just share this out real quick, all right? Before we get into the rest of these questions, I just want to remind everybody, guys, check out Geek Devotions, show from Devoted Geeks, so let people know that they are loved, and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and hang out with us, guys. Be part of the Devoted Geek life. Be part of what's going on here, and most importantly, do me a favor. Let people in your life know that they're loved. Let them know that somebody cares about them. That's exactly why Celeste and I created Geek Devotions. It's the reason why we started doing what we do. It's because we knew that people needed to know that they're loved. And so that's kind of my commercial in the middle of this. Let people know that they're loved. So let me finish posting this thing up. We are live. Post that, publish. And then we'll go to our Devoted Geek Life page also. Hey, I am live on YouTube. Boom, baby. I'm not sure why I said boom, baby. All right, there we go. I'm not sure. Whoa. That's the wrong thing. Why is it saying that? That's weird. It's giving the... Oh, no, it's not. All right, now we're functioning. Now we're firing all cylinders. All right, so let's continue this conversation, guys. Let me answer the questions. Master Xmas, philosophical answer: rainbows, God's promise not to flood the world again. Good answer, sir. Good answer. I like that, man. All right, so question number 8. Number 8. Ready for this? Which movie that you watched as a child would you like to see remade? Now, I thought about this. I contemplated this. I was really curious. What movie in my life would I want to Michael Strayland says he's watching now on Facebook. Hey, man, do me a favor. Sign in on YouTube and talk to us, man. Comment in the comment section live if you can. But what movie needs to be remade? What movie that's out there as a child that I'm like, man, they need to redo this? Because they've done this before. And let's just be honest. In the world of remakes, they've ruined a lot of childhoods, haven't they? But there's one thing that I think that they need to remake because it was a movie that ruined a portion of my childhood. And I want them to do it again. I want them to do better this time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Evolution. This is a movie that needs to be remade so badly and done well. Can I get an amen from somebody in the house tonight, all right? We need somebody to remake this movie and do it well. Side note, really cool story. This chick right here, boom. Yeah, that's Blink from The Gifted, which if you guys listen to our podcast, you know that we really love that TV show, and we like her character. We think she's really interesting. Michael Strayland says, I don't like remakes from my childhood. I'm usually disappointed. I understand, man. I understand. We're all hurt on the inside, too. So, all right. So the next question, then, that we're going to be looking at is, number 9. This is a good one. You guys ready for this? British accents or American accents? I know what you guys are thinking. Dallas, how can you possibly have a graphic for this? What kind of graphic can you have for British accents or American accents? And ladies and gentlemen, I've done it. I've searched the internet, and this is it. If I had a British accent, I'd never shut up. Come on, guys. Oh, man. It's a true story because British accents are cool. I wouldn't mind having a British accent. Of course, to the Brits, they'd be like, why? This is not... But there's so many different British accents at the same time. That's the interesting thing. It's not just like, oh, it's all British. It's you have Northern, you get Southern, and all these things. So, but yeah, if I had a British accent, I would never shut up. I just don't want the annoying British accent. We all know what the annoying British accent is. Excuse me while I drink coffee. All right, so that brings us now, ladies and gentlemen, to number 10, the final question of the 10-question challenge. And ladies and gentlemen, here's what it is. More zombies or no zombies, okay? More or none at all. So, I thought about this. I pondered this for a while. And I'm going to say no zombies. That is my answer. Final answer right there. Good answer. Good answer. Someone. All right. I'm done with the zombie things, guys. I can't do it anymore. Michael Strayland says, yes, but it has to be the old Cockney British accent. Yeah, exactly, man. So I just can't do zombie films anymore, guys. I'm done with zombie stuff. It's gotten ridiculous. They're not even zombies anymore. Now they're running and jumping and doing weird things. So I'm going to say no more zombies, all right? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a couple more announcements for you guys. We started a thing a little bit ago, and it's still kind of in the lower stages. We're still building it up. I don't have it completely solidified yet, but we did start a website for Geek Devotions, and it's kind of a central source location for all of our content for those of you who are like, I don't want to be on Facebook, I don't want to be on Instagram, I don't want to be on Twitter, I don't want to be on YouTube. You're just all these places, and now some of these places you have to go to for some of our content. For example, when I do Facebook Live stuff, you have to be on our Facebook Live. Michael Sterling says, I enjoy zombie stuff, but I think it's getting overdone. I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that. But like I said, so we've created a website. We'll go to browser mode, and it's called geekdevotions.wordpress.com. Up here in the corner, you guys can see our links to all of our social medias right here. You have an About Us page, which kind of talks about some of our stuff. Has links to Devoted Geek Life, YouTube, all that stuff. Go back to the front page. Come down here. This right here, this is going to change out this front page right here, or this front thing, to different things. Right now I have it set up to take you to our YouTube channel. Down here we have our featured things, and generally this trades out pretty regularly. I haven't done our podcast for the week yet, but we have our podcast that goes up here. We have Extra Tuesday that comes up here, and all this sort of stuff. And if we have something special pops up, we'll do it. Down here we have a list of recent posts, and of course you have categories of different things that we have going on. Max Erickson was, why multi-stream on Instagram? I don't know, man. I just Haven't done that yet. I need to figure out how to save those. Can you save on Instagram the multi streams? Because that would be the advantage to it. If I can save the multi stream and use it for other things. So if you have inside track on that, let me know, man. So over here we have some more stuff. If you go over to content, we have it separated. You can go to the devotions. If you're like, I just need a devotion, you can scroll down here and then you click on the title, and it opens up our devotion, and it has obviously the episodes right there. And we're going to be changing some stuff up, making these things a little more interesting. If you see the word M or the letters MD, these are mini devos, and these are our mini images that we post up on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. And so let's see what else we got here. We got Extra Tuesday, obviously. You can get stuff for Extra Tuesday if you want to check out Extra Tuesday. Again, you click on the title, scroll down, and you'll see it. This was our special Veterans Day Extra Tuesday interview with 2 cosplayers who happen to serve in the military. Great guys, 2 fantastic men, and I appreciate them so much. Check out that episode. Master Xman says, I don't think so. Okay. Well, maybe we do some special stuff on Instagram also. All right, so scroll down. We got our interview with Kaiju Vision Radio. We got Extra Tuesday from my friend Takun, who is an amazing artist, and she drew Godzilla for us. We have another Extra Tuesday with my man Francisco, who did some gaming for us. He played King of Monsters. That's me opening up a Redbubble t-shirt. So all kinds of cool stuff right there, right? Let's come down here. Comm Talk. You have the Comm Talk information. Just kind of scrolling through all this stuff here because this is getting long. Now, this is the new thing. This is the new thing for you guys. Articles. We're going to start writing articles on a semi-regular basis, coming up with stuff. Right now, I am playing through the Arkham Asylum games. Our game right now, somebody had gifted us a PlayStation 3, and I really appreciate it. And then somebody right afterwards gifted me Arkham Asylum. So I'm playing through it, and I'm going to be every so often posting up a blog of what I think about it and the character designs and story mode. So check that out. You obviously have our contact information right here. You can turn on your information. And then testimonials right here. This is not done yet. But do me a favor, if you guys are listening to this, send me an email at geekdevotions@gmail.com. That's geekdevotions@gmail.com. Or message us directly on our social media stuff. And we want to put testimonials up here. Tell us what Geek Devotions means to you, how it's encouraged you, something specific if you can, about Geek Devotions in your life. Okay, guys? So I think that's pretty much all the things I have for you today. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us. Again, don't forget to check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Geek Devotions. Check out our website, geekdevotions.wordpress.com. And don't forget to email us at geekdevotions@gmail.com. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. I love you so much. Don't forget, we have the Iron Geek competition coming up pretty soon. We'll put more information about that. Bible study tonight on Facebook. And also don't forget to keep an eye out for this week's devotion coming out on Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to put my end screen up now. Now I got 20 seconds to do any less announcements before things go up there. One last thing I want to put it out there, and we're not really advertising an excessive amount, but I am offering my services for folks to be able to help them create social media items. If you are a young business or ministry and you need help with your social media needs and creating an online presence, give me a call. Again, you can just email me at geekdevotions@gmail.com. And I'm going to help you set up social media. I'm going to teach you how to do things and train it, because my passion is not just that I do everything for you, but to give people tools and resources so they can do that on their own to grow their social media and get the stuff out there that they need to get out there, get a message that encourages people and changes lives. I want to help you get that out there. One last couple comments. Master Xmas says this: Yo, if you have any ideas about an animation, please let me know. Any ideas about animation, I will add you on Instagram. Yeah, man, add me on Instagram. Hit me up in the DMs. Slide into my DMs and let me know more information what you're looking for. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here because I have work I gotta get done today. I love you so much. Have a fantastic day. All right, guys, stay devoted. Peace and love.